sports, man. But man, Odi Khan, one of the greatest gingers to ever fucking grace this planet. Good job. What's going on in the world? Today's featured article. The 2019 World Snooker Championship was a professional snooker tournament that took place 20th April to 6th May at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield, England. It was the 43rd consecutive year of the World Snooker Championship. Blah, blah, blah. Is anyone here watching snooker? I think snooker is like a dad sport. When I visit my dad or my mom's boyfriend, when I visit them, they're always, I can't talk, there's snooker going on. Yes, snooker. Mac Gallagher is fighting that guy from Birmingham. Yeah, they're all English, man. Yeah. Man, they're fucking moving. That's crazy, man. What the fuck, who watches that? I think it's boring. I don't know. Just my personal opinion. I don't pay attention to that shit. Did you know, always the most exciting part of Wikipedia, man? Always kind of weird, man. Did you know that the forward-facing incisors, what is that? I'm learning. What is an incisor? Of the extinct dolphin, Uncleo... Look, education, man. I know it's Corona time, so you don't know education anymore, but I'm here for you. May have been used for ramming their prey, similar to a hunting method used by modern orcas. So incisor is like your front teeth in a way. Incisors, from incidere, to cut, are the front teeth present in most mammals. The front teeth. And this fucking dolphin that's extinct... Oh, look. He must be from Britain. Look at him. Can you see it on stream? Oh, that's British. That's a British dolphin. And this dolphin... Yeah, he rammed his prey with his front teeth. Crazy. Learning a lot. Did you know that the comic opera Scalia vs. Ginsburg... What? I'm still hoping for...
I'm still hoping for PS someday and keep subbing.
Postscriptum. I'm gonna ignore you. Thank you for the sub. Did you know that the comic opera Scalia vs. Ginsburg is based on the friendship of the two US Supreme Court justices and their shared love of opera? What? Wait, what? It's a comic opera. Scalia vs. Ginsburg, sometimes known as Scalia Ginsburg, is a 2015 comic opera by Derek Grang about the relationship between two Supreme Court judges. Wow. I cannot imagine a more exciting evening than going to the Scalia Ginsburg opera. Wait. Let's see. Look, no YouPorn. Look at that. I learned how to use incognito tab. What the fuck is this?
Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Antonin Scalia may butt heads on the bench.
You know what's not to like. Except her views.
Yo, I don't get it. I thought I see part of the opera. Yeah, nice fucking opera. Okay, what the fuck? Let's just put that away. I don't know what's going on. Did you know that in the 1700s, Helen Hope turned a Scottish moor into wood and named it after her eldest son? Unbelievable. Helen Hope was a Scottish forester and Countess of Haddington through marriage. She planted many trees in Haddingtonshire and created binning wood at Tinningham. Who the fuck is from Tinningham in chat? Are you from Tinningham, guys? What the fuck? Same here if you're from Tinningham. Thank you, Knusperkeks, for the 7. Thank you for all the stars. Thank you, Michaumen. Thank you. Oh, a lot of people are from there? Damn. Very interesting. Dude, who the fuck chooses these Wikipedia facts? Did you know that the Monica Rice's What? Still Alive? Has been described as a disturbing narrative of violence, hostility, and indifference towards Holocaust survivors in Poland. What? Is a Syracuse... What? Is a Syracuse University press book. Alter, what? By the historic Monica Rice that deals with the memories of Jewish Holocaust survivors of their first encounters with ethnic Poles after liberation of Nazi Germany. Dude, imagine you just survived the Holocaust and then the fucking Poles are still fucking mad at you. Jesus Christ. They didn't have it easy. Did you know that whilst making his record break of 4,999... No, English, Tommy? English. Come on. 499,135. English billiard player Tom Rees was in play for 85 hours and 49 minutes without his opponent taking a turn. What? Dude, I love snooker. What? There was a dude who took an 85-hour break before doing his turn? How is that not against the rules? What? Did you know that in 2014, the government of Bangladesh removed 2,367 former communist guerrilla fighters from the official listing of freedom fighters, but this move was overruled by the High Court. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Did you know that after throwing himself on the mercy of King Peter of Castile, the Sultan Muhammad VI of Granada was killed by the Castilian king himself? Ooh, that's not very nice. He threw himself to the mercy and then he killed him? Ooh. Well, Game of Thrones. And finally, did you know that Wills TV in Lansing, Michigan featured a singing weather girl and pianist dressed appropriately for the next day's forecast? Okay, man. These are the facts we need. Let's look at today's featured picture. Let's take it in for a second. Education, everybody. This looks like something English. Saint Juan of Arc. Juan of Arc. Is that Jeanne d'Arc? Is Juan of Arc? No. Is this in France? Probably France. Thank you, Afrojacken. It looked very English. Is this in about Juan of Arc? The 15th century Saint Jean of Arc chapel was initially built in the village of Chasseurs-sur-Rhône, France. Oh, c'est France. Oui, c'est France. C'est avec un saint nom et Jeanne d'Arc. Originally called the chapelle de Saint-Martin de Sessuel, it is said to have been the place at which Joan of Arc prayed in 1429 after she had met with King Charles of France. The present name, blah blah blah. Who even is Jeanne d'Arc? I don't even know that much. Jeanne d'Arc was a young girl in France during the 100-year war when the English occupied a lot of France. And she was like fucking them up. But then her own people, a Burgundian faction, imprisoned her and gave her to the English, and then they burned her. And now she's a saint. She's a saint in France or something, right? Something like that. The Brits even raped her? I didn't read about that, but okay, man. Okay, why is there always rape, man? What the fuck? She gave the British a damn good thrashing. Isn't that crazy? Like, I never know how much of this is real. A 16-year-old girl fucked up British soldiers? It's kind of like, what? Finally, on this day, let's look at the news. The news comes last, because the news is what I'm doing this. On this day, we're almost done. I know education is hard for you guys. We're going to switch to Horizon Zero Dawn. It's going to be much worse from there. Also, we're playing a roleplay game today. That's going to suck. I think I want to give a final chance. If today's roleplay game is fucking cancer again, I'm just going to give up on it. I'm just going to... Just grind August and wait for CK3, man. It's not worth it anymore. Did you know, on August 16th, 1513, the War of the League of Cambrai happened. English and Imperial forces defeated the French cavalry, forcing them to retreat. Did you know on this day in 1896, a group including George Carmack and Skookum Jim Mason discovered gold near Dawson City, Canada, setting off the Klondike Gold Rush? Interesting. But I'm always a guy, I would love to feel the vibe, the atmosphere, the emotion that these people must have had in history. How must it feel finding gold there? These guys must have gotten very rich, man. I mean, he looks rich. And his friend? Yeah, they look rich. In 1920, the Battle of Radzimin, one of the bloodiest and most intense battle of the Polish-Soviet War, concluded with a Polish victory. I actually did not know that. Wait, there was a war between Poles and Soviets in 1920? I actually did not know that. The Poles won. A lot of people actually kind of died. I never heard of that in my life, man. Okay, interesting. I know you guys know. You're all fucking war veterans, Hoi 4 people. In 1946, a widespread riots between Hindus and Muslims took place in Calcutta as a result of the All India Muslim League's call for independent Pakistan. And in 1977, American singer and actor Elvis Presley was found dead in his home. Dude, I actually don't know much about Elvis Presley. I don't know much about Elvis Presley, man. I know a lot of people fucking act like he's God. How did he die? Didn't he die shitting? While an autopsy undertaken the same day Presley died was still in progress, Memphis medical examiner Dr. Jerry Francisco announced that the immediate cause of death was cardiac arrest. Asked if drugs were involved, he declared that drugs played no role in Presley's death. In fact, drug use was heavily implicated in Presley's death, writes Gurelnik. It's always so weird how two people look at the corpse and they have two different opinions, man. How can that be so hard? But wasn't he like taking a shit or something? I don't know. I don't know much about Elvis Presley, man. Finally, we're gonna check 3 dead people and show our respect. And now, what's going on in the world right now? Ugandan athlete Joshua Cheptegei set a new 5,000 meter world record. Okay, good for him. Israel and the United Arab Emirates agreed to establish diplomatic relations. Yeah, Trump is trying to save his election, and he's doing something in the Middle East where Israel and the Arabs have like peace or some shit, right? And pro-democracy protests intensify in Belarus after the contested re-election. Dude, what the fuck's happening in Belarus? Like, that woman actually won, then she had to leave the country and shit. Jesus. Do I have any viewers from Belarus? I wonder. I mean, you're just gonna lie to me, but I wonder, man. The whole world is burning, man. Dude, you know what scares me? Let me just look at the final one, and then I want to tell you what scares me lately in real life. Prime Minister Hassan Diab of Lebanon and his cabinet resigned in the wake of the explosion. Dude, the explosion is so bad that the Prime Minister is resigning? Jeez, what? Are you kidding me? On August 10, Diab resigned because of the Beirut explosion. Jeez, man, the explosion is so big that someone resigns? Jesus Christ, man. Wow. Because of corruption and cover-ups and shit. Oh, okay. You know what scares me, man? I live next to a park. A little mini park, literally right here. And there's a little pond, a little lake in the middle. Let me make this understandable. That's something that really scares me, because I don't know if it's normal, man. I don't know. So yeah, there's this road where I go jogging in the park, and right here we have this big pond. It's not that small. It's a pond, you know. Yeah. And lately, especially yesterday, dude, me and Lisa went. This is gonna sound boomer, but me and Lisa always look for things to do together and go out and blah blah blah. So we don't just sit here and play games all day, and she doesn't know what to do. So we got a frisbee, and we've been playing frisbee, man. And Lisa's much better than me, dude. I'm always just throwing into the fucking trees and shit. And we have this little pond with like fucking, you know, ducklings and shit. There's what the fuck? Well, actually, we have like ducks in it and whatever. What happened lately, I talked about this before, is that Russia's. Is that, thank you, Anchor CMN for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I still miss my tooth. Gonna take a while. So lately, I mean, we just moved here 8 months ago. I don't know much, but the pond is completely, everything black is just mud and dirt, because the pond is slowly getting smaller, you will say. Getting smaller. And I don't know, is that natural, especially during summer? It's very hot lately. Is that normal? And yesterday, I was there like 3 days ago jogging, and everything looked like okay. And yesterday, we went there, and the entire pond is completely full of algae. There's no more ducks, they're fully gone, and it's all completely and utterly full of algae. And I don't know if that's normal. Well, I always read that, like, global warming. Who is the big winner of global warming? Who is the big winner of it's getting hotter? It's algae, right? You hear all the time news that blue algae is causing people to die because ponds and lakes in Europe are starting to have these poisonous algae, and people get in contact with that and they have allergic reactions and die. And I don't know if that's algae. I have not forgotten about that one duck you scared away to the forest. Oof. Burn, that hurts. It actually hurt. Jeez. That actually hurt. So yeah, that scares me, man. The pond is dying, and it's fully green now, and it doesn't look so good, man. It doesn't look so good. Jeez. Contact with the officials? There has to be like a park ranger who looks into this, right? But I'm not educated. I don't know if it's normal, but last year it wasn't like that. It's crazy, man. Trump's brother died. Trump's brother just died. Trump had a brother? Trump brother died. I never knew he had a brother. Nice. Who's his brother? What? Thank you, Gugus. Robert Trump just died. Who the fuck is Robert Trump? I've never heard of him in my life. Who the fuck is that? 72 years old. Wow, never heard of him. No idea who that is. Well, they look like brothers, that's for sure. Wow. Well, rest in peace, man. He also has 2 sisters. Never heard of that. Wow. Let's check out 3 dead people. And then, yeah, one final thing again about global warming. I was watching the news this morning in Germany, and you know that Switzerland and Italy now have a territorial conflict? Because of global warming, a glacier on the border in the Alps between Switzerland and Italy is completely melted away now, and a bunch of land has been formed. And now they are fighting. They're starting to discuss and debate who the fuck should have this, man. It's, man, crazy times we're living. First of all, 3 people died. Let's pay our respects. Julian Alexander Beam, CBE. That's always like your knight or some shit, right? Yeah, Order of the British Empire. Dude, everybody you fucking Google, they all have that shit, dude. Especially when you Google actors, they all have fucking
Monko
the all knights,
don't
dude.
fight with the Swiss.
Don't fight with the Swiss. Thank you, we're Rangarian, man. Julian Alexander Bream was an English virtuoso classical guitarist and lutentist. What the fuck is a lutentist? One of the most distinguished classical guitarists of the 20th century, he played a significant role in improving the public perception of the classical guitar as a respectable instrument. Over the course of a career that spent for more than half a century, Bream helped to revive interest in the lute. The lute is... Ah, that's a lute. Let's listen to him for a second. 1 sec. Oh, I'm sweating like a bitch, guys. I might be low energy today again. It's just too hot. Let's listen to him.
When I moved down to this beautiful part of the world, in Wiltshire, some...
F in the chat for him, man. What a man. What a man. He made us understand that the classical guitar matters. F in the chat. Who died? McCollin Nutsikal. Alter, was? Where's he from? South Africa. Okay. Nutsi. I'm not gonna do that. Was a South African educator and politician, a member of the African National Congress. He's from South Africa. He probably was fucking killed, man. Dude, if you Google and if you inform yourself about South Africa lately, man, that country is such a shithole. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I said it, man. I fucking said it. Was a South African, blah, blah, blah. A member of the African National Congress, Jack was appointed to the Northern Cape Provincial Legislature in June 2013. He served as a member of the Executive Council for Transport, Safety, and Liaison from... How did he die? Jack tested positive for COVID-19. Oh, he died from it on 12th of August. Dude, COVID-19 is serious. Dude, just yesterday, I went to the bakery store and the woman was like, does COVID really exist? Man, it fucking kills people. Jesus. F in the chat. It fucking kills people. And finally, we have Sumner Redstone. What a cool name, Sumner. Was an American billionaire businessman and media magnate. He was the majority owner and chairman of the National Amusements Theater chain. Though National Amusements Redstone, up until his death, was, and his family remained, the majority voting shareholder of the Viacom CBS conglomerate. In turn, the parent company of Paramount Pictures Film Studio, the CBS television network. Man, this guy was a big boy. This guy was really important. He probably was also very important in spreading propaganda. I'm just kidding. How did he die? They don't say? Oh, well, he was fucking 97, dude. Oh, damn. Jeez. That's an old man. That's an old man. F in the chat, man. F in the chat. He brought a lot of entertainment to a lot of dumb Americans.